All right, guys, welcome back to the Legend FS Academy. As you all know, my name is Legend FS Academy, and in this my channel, I post about technical analysis, how I trade, how I take my trade. That is what I do on this channel. And without wasting much of your time, I want to show you how I do use my Fibonacci and how I customize my Fibonacci to really suit me. Because a lot of people find it so difficult to customize their Fibonacci to a perfect way, for a perfect way that will align with your trading style. Personally, I'm a pure price action trader, and I do my top-down analysis, and I use my Fibonacci. And look at the way my Fibonacci really is. Look at the way my Fibonacci really is. And let's say I pick my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high. You can see you can see how clean and neat my chart is and my Fibonacci zone is. A lot of people, when you install Fibonacci, or when you start using a trending view, Fibonacci come with default setting, and a lot of people don't know the particular setting. So in this particular tutorial, I will be walking you through on how you can be able to set your Fibonacci to look exactly like this my own here. Let me put it out here for you to see, to look exactly like this, Like, in the Fibonacci, we have a three major golden ratio, which I personally use, which is the 618, 0.618, 0.5, and 0.382. Those are my major Fibonacci zone which I use. Here, this zero is where I'll always take out my 100%. I consider this particular zero here as 100% retracement level. This is where I normally take out half position of my trade, and this 0.27 is where I close all my position. So without wasting much of our time, let me quickly go back to my chart and bring out my Fibonacci so that I can show you how I customize my Fibonacci to look pretty good as you just saw me. Let me do another one. Let's say I pick it again. So for you to really customize this, you double click, you go to settings, you double click on the Fibonacci zone. Once you draw it, you double click, then you go to settings. For example, let me quickly save this my fib. Okay, I have it here. Then you just apply to default. Let me apply to default and show you. Okay, this is normal. When you hopped into your trending view, this is normal Fibonacci you will see on your trading view, and this is not really good looking. I don't even know where to start from and when to start from. This is not looking nice at all. So what you have to do is you double click on this particular one now. Double click on it, you right click, you go to setting. First thing first you want to do is for you to come to this where you say background. When you want to uncheck it first, you click on OK. First, you see that your Fibonacci is looking more good now. The background is no longer there, so you have to double click it again. You go to settings. And once you go to setting, make sure you double click the Fibonacci. You tap on it, you double click, then you go to settings. Then you want to move it to the right part, because I personally use right. See, it's pointing left. You want to click here now. Here where it says left, you click on it, you pull it to right, then you click OK. I'm just doing this, but if I want to do it, I just do it once and for all. But I'm just doing it for you to understand how you can be able to do your settings. Look at all this level. I personally, I don't use all this level, and I know that the way a lot of people use Fibonacci too, there are key zones which a lot of people pay attention to, which I've shown you the 0.618 and 0.5 and 0.381 thereabout. That is the major key zone we normally use, and I personally know that a lot of people love it. So what you have to do is that you need to uncheck all these things. Remove this price. This is just showing you the price. We don't want this price. We only need to see this thing. So you double click on it again. Then you come to where it says label. This level, you uncheck it. You uncheck this level. You see? Okay, let's go back and put the levels. We need the levels. We need the levels. Let's go back and put the levels. And okay, the levels, the price. We don't want the price, but we need the level. you click OK. You can see that the price is now showing now, but we only need few of our Fibonacci zone there. We don't want all these particular Fibonacci zone here. We only need few. That is what we need. So what we have to do is we have to double click on it again. You have to come here and you check all this one now. This particular zone, you uncheck it. We don't need it. This 0.38, personally, I use it. 0.618, I use it. 1, I use it. I don't use this one. And this particular one, I use this one as 0. minus 0.27. That is my extension. Then I use this particular 0.5. I use this particular one. I use it as minus O. I use it just O like that. That is what I use it for. And this particular one, I don't use this one. I uncheck the one I don't use. Then what I do is that you come to the settings of your colors. Like this is 0.382, whichever color you want to give it. But for the sake of this video, I will be using this yellow. Then you come to this. Once you choose, you can just check any color that suits you or any color that you want to use. Then you come to this particular 0.618. You can also click it, check on the color you want to use. Let's, for example, let me use this color for this 0.618. Then whichever color, just you have to play around and just change the color to the one that will suit you, to the one you will like. Personally, I have a color that I use. You can change all this 0.5 too. You can change this particular one too. You can change it. You can use blue, whatever color, yellow, red, all this color, anyone that you know that can suit you, you can use. Once you're done doing it, then you come to this. Once you're done setting it, you come, let's see what we've done so far. You see that our Fibonacci is looking more good now. If I should delete this one first and withdraw it, you can see that our Fibonacci is looking more good, but we are not done yet. Just pick it from here. You put it here. You can see that it's looking exactly like the former one I drew before I deleted it. You can see the level I use now. I picked this from here. I draw to here. You can see my 0.618. You can see my 0.5. You can see my 0.32. You can see that even the market is still respecting this our zone here, because the market is currently at 0.5. Personally, me myself, I'm keeping eyes on this GBP NZD. I'm keeping eyes on it. I'm watching the reaction, which he will react on this 0.5. Or personally, I want it to drop to 0.6. You can see how neat it is. And we are not done yet. Let's finalize, because these things are too tiny for me. What I like to do is to make them bold a little bit. So you have to click it. Let's click away this thing. You have to double click it again. Just double click it. Then you come to this trend line. Look at the trend line here. If you like it, dot is okay. But for me, I don't use dot. What I use is I just use the normal line. I come here, I trend line, I change it to lines. You can see I change it to lines. So once I click OK, you see that line. Okay, let me change this trend line. That one didn't work. You come here, you click on trend line. I change it to lines. Then I click on whether I need it more bold or more slim. But let me check if let me click more bold. You can see, but it's too much. I will click on it. I will go back here again and said I will just select just this particular one here now. You can see that it is fine. You can also change the color of the trend line if you want to change it. You can also change whatever color you choose. Let's just say, let's put something red so that it can be visible. You see, but I don't really like this color, but I'm just showing you for this particular video sake. Then you can now click all this line. You want to make them look bold. You double click on it again. Just double click. Come to these lines. Click on the lines. You click on this particular level, whichever level you want. Once you click on it, you click OK. You see that the level are now bold now. The lines are now bold. Let me delete it and do another one so that you can see what we've done so far. So let's pick up the Fibonacci level again from swing low here to from swing low. Okay, the Fibonacci thing didn't pick. Okay, let's pick up from swing low here. Then we'll drop. you can see that we are done with the settings of the Fibonacci level. This is the me personally, this is the settings I use. And you can now swing, you can now adjust it to properly to how you want it, If you want to adjust it, just hold this cursor here, hold this cursor of the trend line and adjust it to wherever you think it is suitable for you. So now let's do a little bit technical. Let's just do a little bit technical here. You see that this market has been pulling up, but from our weekly time frame, this market is still up. This market broke above here, came back and retested and found resistance at this particular zone here. It found resistance at this particular zone here, So the market finally it found resistance here. This is triple bottom, but I'm still very bullish on this market. Very bullish on this market. What I'll be waiting for is for the market to resist any of this zone here, this Fibonacci zone here. Look at, if I bring my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, you can see that the market is currently at this 0.5 level now. But I will still be keeping eyes on this 0.6. The market to drop more at 0.6 before it rallied up, which is 0.6 here. Also, the trend line of this Fibonacci will also be serving as a guide to us. If the market can drop here, this trend line will also wage it. I still have my own trend line, which I'm keeping eyes on, this particular trend line. So whichever way, 0.6 and 0.5 or 0.6, I will still like the market to still pull down to 0.6 for a good risk to reward setup. So that is what I'll be looking for as the week open by next tomorrow. So with all being said, this is a short tutorial. I just say let me show you guys on hand or how you can be able to get your Fibonacci setting well and look pretty good and like my own. So maybe in my next video, if anyone demand for it, I'll also be doing a video on how to show you or how you can be able to customize your training view to look just simple and clean, just like my own, without any distraction on your chart, so that you can be able to see what the market is doing perfectly well. So if anybody requests for it, I will also be doing a video by next week. That is all I have to share with you guys. Remember, I am still learning. No one is island. No one knows it all. I am here to learn, and you are also here to learn. Please, I'll beg you to subscribe to my channel and give me a like if you find this video helpful, and also give me a dislike if you also feel like you don't get any value from this video. I will also appreciate it. But please tell me in the comment box below what to do to improve my next video. As you all know, nobody is island. We are all here to learn. I'm here to learn. You are all here to learn until we attain the level which I call the CPT level, consistent, profitable trader. Please, I beg you, subscribe. I'm just starting out. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Until I see you with my next video again. Until then, bye.